Your cat has been watching you sleep. Not randomly, deliberately. While you were unconscious, completely defenseless, your cat was wide awake, reading the room, watching your chest rise and fall. And then, after all that watching, they chose to close their eyes, right next to you. Most people call that cute, but the real reasons behind that choice involve evolutionary biology, neuroscience, and survival instincts running thousands of years deep. We're going deep today, and by the end of this video, you will never see that sleeping cat the same way again. 1. The bond is real. Science had to prove it. Let's kill a myth first. Cats don't bond with people. Cats are selfish, aloof. They tolerate us for food and nothing more. Wrong, and we have the science to prove it. In 2019, researchers at Oregon State University ran the Strange Situation Test on cats, a psychological framework originally designed to measure attachment in human infants. They placed cats in an unfamiliar room with their owner. The owner left, then returned. 64% of cats showed a secure attachment bond to their owner. The same percentage measured in human babies bonded to their mothers. Your cat's attachment to you is neurologically comparable to an infant's bond with its parent. That is not sentiment. That is a peer-reviewed, reproducible scientific finding. Now consider what sleep actually is. Sleep is the most dangerous state any living creature enters. Muscles paralyzed, senses dulled, reaction time 0. In any natural environment, falling asleep means accepting vulnerability to predators. It is a calculated biological risk, taken because the body demands it. So where an animal chooses to sleep, and who they sleep beside, is one of the most loaded survival decisions they make, every night. When your cat presses against your body and surrenders to unconsciousness next to you, they are choosing to be vulnerable, with you specifically. That is not habit, that is not warmth-seeking. That is trust at its most primal. And it is one of the greatest compliments another species can pay you. 2. The warmth instinct. This is survival memory. Yes, your cat also sleeps with you because you're warm. But once you understand what warmth means to a cat at a neurological level, being their heat source will feel less like being used and more like being trusted with something ancient. A cat's body temperature runs between 100.5 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Maintaining that requires constant energy. Sleep is the recovery window, but only if the thermal environment supports it. Your body, radiating steady heat under blankets all night, is a physiological gift to that animal. But here is where it gets profound. Kittens are born with 0 ability to regulate their own body temperature. None. Separated from their mother's warmth too long, they die. In those first weeks, warmth is not comfort. Warmth is the signal that survival is happening. The feeling of their mother's heat against their skin is the first message their nervous system ever receives. Safe, alive, protected. That signal is wired in before their eyes ever open, and it never fully disappears. So when your adult cat presses into your warm body and exhales slowly into sleep, some part of their ancient brain receives a message it has known since before memory began. You trigger something they cannot explain and cannot resist. This is also why they need you. That slow, rhythmic pressing of the paws before they settle, newborn kittens do it to stimulate milk from their mother. It is neurochemically tied to oxytocin release, warmth, and absolute primal safety. When your cat needs you, they are unconsciously reaching back to the first comfort their body ever felt and finding it in you. 3. You are their territory and your bed is the proof. Here is something your cat has never said out loud. They own you. Cats experience the world primarily through scent, 14 times more powerful than ours. Where you see a bedroom, your cat smells an intricate chemical map of everything that has ever happened there. And your bed is the most intensely you location that exists anywhere in the world. 8 hours a night, your body heat releases your biological scent signature into the fabric around you. Your skin cells accumulate in the sheets. Your hormones, your stress markers, your unique chemical identity, concentrated and layered over months and years. Your cat also has scent glands in their cheeks, paws, and flanks. When they sleep pressed against your body for hours, they are depositing their pheromones onto you, merging their scent with yours, creating what behaviorists call a communal scent profile, a shared identity that signals to every other creature, this human is mine, this human is protected, we are one unit. That is not possessiveness, that is guardianship. Research on domestic cats found something remarkable. The center point of a cat's home territory, the place they defend most fiercely, retreat to under stress, and return to most consistently, maps almost universally to where their primary human spends the most time. For your cat, that place is your bed. You are their territorial center, their home base, the safest coordinates in their entire world. Wait, if this is changing the way you see your cat right now, hit like and subscribe so we can help more cat parents understand what their cat has been trying to tell them all along. 4. What it does to you. Everything so far has been about what this means to your cat. But sleeping with your cat does something measurable to you, and the science is not what most people expect. Petting a cat produces a rapid, clinically observable drop in cortisol, your primary stress hormone. Simultaneously, it triggers oxytocin release, the bonding hormone that lowers blood pressure, reduces anxiety, and signals your nervous system that you are safe. Your cat delivers this response while you sleep. You don't have to do anything. Their warmth, their presence, their purr, it all runs passively for hours while your conscious mind is completely offline. That purr matters more than people realize. A cat's purr vibrates at 25 to 150 hertz. Research in bioacoustics shows that frequencies in the 25 to 50 hertz range stimulate bone density and tissue healing. The same frequency range is actively used in human physical therapy. Your cat is not trying to heal you, but the data suggests that a purring cat pressed against your body is, in some real, measurable sense, good for you. A University of Edinburgh study found 41% of people sleep better with their cat present. For people living alone, at elevated risk for anxiety, depression, and the physiological damage of chronic loneliness, the effect is even more significant. The cat has no idea it is doing any of this. It is simply sleeping next to you for its own ancient reasons and accidentally making you healthier. Here is what I want you to sit with. A cat is, at its biological core, a solitary animal. Millions of years of evolution built it to hunt alone, sleep alone, survive alone. Independence is not a personality trait in cats. It is their factory setting. And yet, every night, this animal walks past every other surface in your home and comes to you, presses its body against yours, closes its eyes, trusts you with its life. The warmth, the territory, the biochemistry, those explain part of it. But the attachment bond, the choice of your presence over food, the nightly voluntary vulnerability, that has no pure survival explanation. An animal optimizing only for safety would sleep alone. The fact that cats don't, that they seek us out, bond with us, choose us, represents something that stopped being just instinct a long time ago. 10,000 years ago, cats came near humans because we attracted rodents. That was the transaction, pure survival calculus. But somewhere in those thousands of years, in barns and villages and beds, the relationship changed. Cats began choosing individual humans, not just human spaces. They formed attachments that caused real distress when broken. They evolved a capacity they never needed, the capacity to genuinely prefer another species. Tonight, your cat will come to bed. You'll feel that small, warm weight settle against you. Hear that low vibration begin. When that happens, know what you're witnessing. The end result of a 10,000-year relationship between two species, one of which had nothing to gain from the other, except eventually everything that actually matters. Your cat didn't have to choose you. They chose you anyway. If this changed how you see your cat, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if your cat is next to you right now, maybe take a second to appreciate what that actually means. I'll see you in the next one.